This morning, the Yooper Goddess is showing us how to make pasty pie. Ashley Kirkland is right along by her to learn all of the tricks of how to make it. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Vicki. It's the same concept as a regular pasty, but you're just getting a different layout of the map here. And right now I'm back here with Lori Kuyu, the one and only Yooper Goddess. Lori, now we've made pasty pie. We're going to make it. What's the difference between that and a regular pasty?
Well, it has the same ingredients, so you just put it in a pan, and it's way easier for someone who thinks, oh my God, I'm not going to make pasty because it's just so hard, you know, so we're going to just do it in a pan.
Okay, so where do you start?
So I got a trick to cut the potatoes. You cut the bottom off, and then you cut it in strips like this.
Oh.
See?
So you're not cutting all the way through right now.
And now you just go like this.
Oh, that's neat. So it's a one-stop shop. Yeah, because you want your potatoes really small, and you also said you want your rutabaga small. Why is that?
Because this is a really hard vegetable, so you want it as thin as possible or it won't cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's next?
We got the meat, and I bought all these ingredients from Jubilee, and the meat I buy is usually a chunk like this. I wanted to keep it whole so you could see it.
Okay.
It's eye of round roast. And a little trick if you're cutting it up, see how small I cut it? You can put it in the freezer, and then it's easier to cut.
So you put the entire thing in the freezer and then cut it?
For like an hour.
Okay.
And then I also buy these thin cut pork chops. I put pork in it too, just a little bit.
Okay, now, and you have your onions and your potatoes.
Yeah, and I use, whenever you can use blades to make your life easier, do it. I put this in one of those choppers, and it does it in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And so is all of this gonna cook in the pan, or do you have to cook it separately?
First of all, you put all your ingredients in the pan without the crust, and you cover it with tin foil, and you drizzle like a half a cup of water on it. And always, when you're salting, you know, that's why food doesn't taste good, because it doesn't have enough salt in it. So as you're putting it in, you can have a big bowl, put your meat in, salt it. Put some potatoes in, salt it. You know, salt it in layers.
So what are the flavors that are seasonings that you use?
Just salt and pepper.
Just
a very little bit of pepper.
Okay. And I've tasted this. It's really good. We're going to talk about how to make the crust later.
And I think you're going to do it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, we'll think about that, but you're gonna, as long as I have you to help, and it's super easy to do. How long does it take you to do all this?
Well, to cut up all the stuff, I would say about a little over an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a prep time, but how long does it take to actually cook and for the ingredients to cook through?
You will cook it in the pan for about an hour and 15 minutes, covered with tin foil. Take the tin foil off, cover it with the crust, and cook it another 45 minutes.
Now, what about people that say, this is easy, but what about people that say, well, my pasty is easy to carry, and that's why I make a pasty?
Well, pasties are nice to take out camp and everything like that, but you can make one of these and freeze it, you know?
Okay.
The pasty pie, you can make it in all different sizes.
Okay.
You could make it in a little one if you wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's got a solution for everything. I mean, yeah, seriously. So it freezes beautifully. You can take it to different functions. We'll be back. We're going to talk about how to make this crust that looks so beautifully golden. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll take it back to you, Vicki. I'm gonna. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Ishpeming, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley. Looking forward to that. In the meantime, you know,
those girls, I don't think they're doing any work.
They're just hanging out.
She makes it look so easy. She's like our, you know, who is it? Is it the Bob Ross of painting? She's like the Bob Ross in the kitchen. I think I can. I think I can.
Happy little stick of butter. And, nice. I like how she was like, that's why your food doesn't taste good. You need more salt.
That's my fix for cooking. Dump some salt in there.
You may need a little salt this morning.
Ashley Kirkland is live with the Yooper Goddess, learning more about this innovative pasty. Ashley, learning anything?
Millennials like me, Sam, huh? Okay, I see. Well, as you can see, the gaping hole in this pasty pie has gotten bigger, so it's definitely Ashley approved. We're back here with the Yooper Goddess, and the important part of it is we got to learn how to make the crust, and it's super easy and simple. Where do we start?
Well, you got 2½ cups of flour, a teaspoon and a half of salt, a 1/3 cup of Crisco plus 2 tablespoons, and a 1/3 cup of suet.
Okay, and this suet, what is this exactly, and where can you find that?
Well, you can find it in Jubilee. It's in the middle section by the hams, kind of over in the frozen part.
Okay.
It costs, I think that costs about $2.
But everything together, though, is really not expensive to make.
Yeah, under $20,
Okay.
and that'll feed your family, so that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. So you mix all of these in together, but it's a
Mix it with
process.
your hands,
Okay.
as you already did, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now we're gonna add the water, and I'm gonna have you do it.
Okay.
Just push the stuff to the side, and just put about a half a cup of water in there.
But you say that there's a trick when you have to test to see how firm it is.
Yeah, there's a little trick you do. You just squeeze it like this, and when it holds together, you know it's good.
Okay.
Little trick.
So
And
push it to the side.
yep, this recipe is on the website too if you want to make it.
Yoopergoddess.com. And so I put the ice water. Why ice water?
Well, you just want to keep it cold, but you don't want the ice in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now just take 2 fingers
Okay.
and just start.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Just go in a circle. Marie Callender's out of your life. You know what I'm
Marie
saying?
calendars no more. Why? But does the ice water keep it firm?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just want to, get a.
Oh.
Just keep going like this and see how it starts to form into a ball.
Okay.
And then you can start working it.
More ice water or no?
No, just
Okay.
keep going.
I'm working it. So what is next? What kind of seasonings do you put in the dough?
Just salt.
Okay.
That's it.
And you work it. I'm
Yeah,
starting
see
to
how
knead it.
see how it's that's what
Okay.
you want to do. See how it's
Okay.
coming to a ball. And you're not going to use all this flour in this you know what I mean? There's
Okay.
going to be some flour left in the bowl.
Okay.
Anybody can do this.
And so what does the suet do exactly?
It gives it a nice flavor, and now pick it up.
Okay.
Now use both your hands and just kind of work it. See how easy?
Yeah.
Now, is that hard?
No, not at all. So
If
what
you
do
think
you
it's hard,
you
well-
roll you roll it out?
Yeah, you can roll it out when
Okay.
you shape it to the, size of the pan you're
Whether
using.
you want a round one or a square.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how long is this gonna cook?
The crust takes about 45 minutes to an hour to cook to get nice and brown.
Okay.
Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
Now, how hard was that?
Not hard at all.
Would you say you could do it, or are you gonna say?
Doubt it. No,
yeah.
I could do it. I could do it. So it's very simple. You put this on last after the meat
Yep.
and potatoes and rutabaga has cooked.
It cooks for an hour and 15 minutes. Then you put your crust on, and it cooks another hour.
Awesome.
Yay!
Well, thanks so much for that pasty pie. And I was telling you, you don't even need like ketchup or sauce because it's so juicy
It's
and
so
nice.
good, yeah.
Awesome. Where can people find this recipe?
It is going to be on the website today, but the crust recipe is already on the website.
And what's
And-
the website exactly?
Yoopergoddess.com, and you can watch the video as you're making it.
There you go.
So it makes it really easy.
Well, thank you, Lori. Another
welcome.
great, delicious meal, Ashley approved. Stick around for more of your TV6 morning news.